Oh, welcome back. We're here for another video, and yeah, I'm still doing the lazy editing thing, so I don't have to go into an editor and slice and dice things, so we are just, weird intros, but hey, we're good. So the video game news has not ended, apparently, so as we covered all the game shows, except there was a Nintendo Direct. I don't own a Switch, so I have no real reason to cover that. I don't see a point in it, so we will skip that one. But the inevitable has finally happened. The moment that we needed, that we know had to come, has come. With good old Jurassic World Evolution 3, which I'll admit I have not played in a while. I'll admit, I don't know. I just need to try, get distracted from it and kind of pull away and just never got back to it. So that's how I'm an old man gamer. That's how it happens. I get it. But maybe we'll drop back in there, especially to try it out. But we're finally announced the new DLC. Of course, obviously, everything's got delayed a little bit because they went radio silent for a while there. Nobody knows why. Swerve put out a video with a possible reason that makes a shit ton of sense, even if no one else will give him the credit for it. It seems his video sounds very plausible and makes a shit ton of sense. So I'm willing to say that his video is probably accurate. So good for him. But so they finally got that cleared up, so now they can start working on the game again, and we're finally getting the DLC that we have to get so that we can get the other good stuff. And that is, of course, the Rebirth DLC. Whoops. So it's no secret that my feelings of Rebirth is no secret. I have my video review. I haven't even listened how far I went in the review. I could probably do another video that goes really in depth on why I absolutely hate that movie. None of it is good. Look, the dinosaurs are good. And notice I'm saying dinosaurs. The other two things are not dinosaurs, and they suck. They're terrible, and I hate them. I finally came up with a nickname for the other one, which we'll talk about. So let's go into it here. So the new era is born in the action-packed Jurassic World Evolution 3 Rebirth expansion. On June 16th, delve into the game, expanding narratives inspired by the dramatic events of the movie. So let's watch the trailer.
Il Saint-Hubert.
There's no volume control.
Site of top secret scientific operations.
Hold on. Maybe we'll find it on YouTube because that's loud as shit. There we go.
Il Saint-Hubert, site of top secret scientific operations. A place where prehistoric marvels could thrive under our watchful eye. We were pioneers, where the cutting edge of creation and modern-day research could coexist. At least, that was the vision for this place. What actually happened there, when it didn't go to plan, was a different story entirely.
All right, so. Whoa. Oh, the back. All right, so it's big. I don't know what that weird thing is with the rain at the end, but. We get a first look of the Aqualops, right? Is that what that thing was called? Something like that, I think. we'll find out shortly. Oh, we have a good out view of the new island. Island looks, hey, it looks cool. We got a. Is that giant? I'm assuming that's just a lake, or is that a giant lagoon? Rain, cool terrain. Yeah, some the facility buildings there. And then we get the Titanosaur with its big long tail, which looks, hey, looks great. Like it. I like like it a lot. Then we get a little of the new Quetzal skin. So I mean, obviously, well, I mean, before we clearly there's only going to be two dinosaurs, and then the two fangs, and then should be a shit ton of skins, right? So a new Quetzal skin. So we have a different view. There's a water fence, a fence going into the water at least. So, there's the Spinosaurus. So there's the Spinosaurus in the water there. Obviously the Rancor or Cloverfield. And Rodan! There's Rodan! Oh no, I never got that before. So we get Cloverfield and Rodan in the game. Chunky Rodan. You look a little chunky around the neck, Rodan. I think we had review the. It looks like a new Jeep skin. And so that is all that they showed. We're watching somebody's video. I don't know who this is. Oh, it's Source video. Ha! Well, go figure. That's interesting. So let's see what else we got here. So the blockbuster species, the Distortus Rex, the Rancor / Cloverfield, the Mutodon, aka Rodan. Distortus Rex is the first of its kind and unique kill animations and immense aggression. Challenges security against a relentless dinosaur. That's not a dinosaur. But staff safety to the ultimate test. The Mutodon, combining the cunning hunting abilities of the Velociraptor with the Pterosaur's dominance of the air, this calculated predator poses a serious challenge to contain. With the ability of flight, they can cover ground quickly to hunt down prey. Then the Titanosaur and the Aqualops. Top secret campaign inspired by Jurassic World Rebirth pushed the boundaries of science and developed the top secret facility on this St. Hubert. What's it called? On St. Hubert before its downfall in 2010. Used new technology to maintain formidable predators at the main facility, study enormous dinosaurs in the vast ancient valley, and synthesize semi-aquatic wonders at the Riverside Lab. Do all this while expanding the island-wide geothermal power network and managing a shared cash balance across the locations. Across 3 locations. Where are the other 2 locations? There are 3 locations on the same island? Experience a flexible campaign structure with assignments, a new way to progress and engage with the campaign. Focus on priority assignments to enhance the story, blah, blah, blah. So we're going to get some mission stuff. We're going to get architecture pieces, new science expanding features. So I think it's like geothermal power, open air aviaries. Construction, okay. New traits, new vehicle skins. We didn't cover it, but there's also the new update coming.
Hello, and welcome to our free update showcase for 1.3. with a lot of exciting new features and improvements coming to Jurassic World Evolution 3. So let's jump in and take a look. Players have been building and creating some truly stunning parks, and we've been working on a bunch of new improvements for aviaries so you can take your park designs even further. The all-new Perch Point scenery piece unlocks so much potential when creating your flying enclosures. With these new items, you can build a whole host of unique designs and blueprints for your flying animals to land on. Keep things natural by putting these perch points inside rocks, or build elaborate blueprints outside of viewing gallery for your guests to admire. We're also increasing the maximum height and minimum depth of the terrain in aviaries, meaning you can create truly dynamic landscapes, waterfalls and cliff faces for your flying species. And to help larger species move around your new designs, pterosaurs are getting improvements to flying and navigation, allowing them to fly above, below and around your aviary scenery with ease. We also have a returning legacy species coming to the game, the Sciarodactylus family unit. With a new juvenile and adult dimorphism, this pterosaur from the early Cretaceous period will make a great new addition to your improved aviaries. Before we move on to the rest of the free update, we have one more exciting new change coming to aviaries. You'll now be able to give your guests an all-new Cretaceous cruise experience. Simply connect the track to the aviary wall and lead them through your newly designed enclosures. With all the improvements coming in free update 1.3, the potential for aviaries and the Cretaceous cruise are endless. Let's now move away from aviaries and take a look at the rest of the free update. Get up close and personal with your favourite land species with the new hatchery drone. Flown from the hatchery, you can scan your species, take photos, or use the new Deep Analyzer tool to perform biometric research, earning you some extra cash and gene modification points in the process. The new Deep Analyzer tool can also be used on your marine and air species. You'll also see some great new quality of life improvements in the game. When going through the scenery tab, you'll now be able to favourite scenery items so you can quickly locate specific pieces at the top of the list. You can see here that we're favouriting some of the updated non-grid wall pieces that will also be coming as part of the free update. Update 1.3 also includes a wealth of new filter options for the blueprints menu, making it quick and easy to find what you're looking for so you can get back to building your park. Sometimes when creating your parks, you might want to illuminate dark spaces such as caves and buildings. Well, we're happy to announce that scenery lights can now be turned on both at night and during the day, giving you more flexibility in your builds. Moving large dinosaurs around your park safely can be a challenge, and we wanted to give you a new way to manage your dinosaurs with a vibrant red handheld flare. Carnivores and armoured herbivores will follow a ranger vehicle with the handheld flare active, while other species will flee from it. But be careful not to introduce more chaos to your parks. So, before we wrap things up, we have one more thing we want to show you coming in the free update in Jurassic World Evolution 3. The Tyrannosaurus Rex will now have semi-aquatic behaviour in free update 1.3. You can now use deep water to make your T-Rex enclosures feel even more immersive, and we can't wait to see how you adapt your parks with this new feature. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing what you create with this free update.
So quite a lot of that is obviously was preparing for the Rebirth DLC. Obviously you want to put the T-Rex swimming in there because you need T-Rex swimming for the Rebirth stuff. We saw in the trailer them using that with the Tyrannosaurus Rex. We'll find out more about that shortly. The lighting, I like that cave waterfall, is pretty cool. Lighting, blueprint changes, you're at some favorite pieces, cool, a new way of analyzing stuff. A lot more work. They did a lot of stuff with the aviaries, obviously, to prepare for the Mutadon, I guess there. So the timers like swimming, custom perch points, flying navigational improvements, aviary improvements all range, Cretaceous cruise, yeah, so train editing, aviaries, a lot of aviary stuff. New handheld flare, new drones. Yep. So Oculus. Yep. So that's basically what's in there. So that's the freebie. And let's see. Boop. There's the website. See what we got on here. 4 dinosaurs to add to your game. Well, 2. The Aqualops, the Storage Rex, Holocene, Late Cretaceous. Family, Titanosaur. Oh, oops. 2, 3, get much details on it, do we? Top secret campaign. Main facility, Ancient Valley, and Riverside Labs. Yep. So there's 3 slots on the island. You're going to have 3 different locations on the island you're working on. The geothermal power, that could be interesting. Science expanding to geothermal power. For the first time in the series, you can build and carefully manage a vast network of underground pipes to ensure a steady distribution of power across your facility. Open air aviaries. Yes, we didn't notice that. I guess I missed that in the trailer. Construct stunning natural aviaries with raised height limits, no visual obstruction, and expanded terrain editing heights for that. New traits. Rebirth dinosaur skins, new vehicle skins. You can make the gas station. Totally accept marketing cookies. Totally. Guess not. Guess it's not let me accept the cookies. So there's our scene. Oh, we get blueprints. Oh, there's the blueprint. Hatchery. Some Mayan pieces. Oh, there we go. I can move it. So a lot of Mayan temple blueprints. Not quite sure what those things are. Some buildings. Look like they're from Star Wars. It's the viewing thing. It's an entrance to viewing both viewing towers. A radio tower? Do we have radio towers in here or something? There's a viewing. Yeah, it's a viewing station, right? That looks like a water hatchery. A lagoon viewing area. It's some of the helicopters, or maybe a landing spot. Hatchery. Got something that's assuming to be hatchery. Emergency care thing. That's an expert. That's the ACU. A lot of green roof on the rooftop stuff. That looks like it'd have to be a bunker. All right, then. Oh, the pieces. I love you, Mrs. The pieces. Is that a garbage can? Are those all garbage cans? Set up to receive. So, where should get better? Okay, so not a lot of views there. I'm saying. This is everything. This is the whole website stuff for this. Okay. Apparently, though, the YouTubers did get some more specific access. So, just kind of get some information from Eve.
In
new building pieces.
Really spectacular, spared no expense.
Of course. So this is probably where we'll unlock the new expansion campaign, so subscribe to witness me panic and fumble. But mostly I hope you'll subscribe with feeling pretty curious about this campaign. Not gonna lie, I haven't finished the main campaign. I've gotten too distracted with building pretty things. But I will be playing through the entire expansion campaign, so subscribe to witness me panic and fumble.
I guess they
but
built
mostly
a custom
I hope
ring
you'll
where it makes
subscribe
it
for
look
the
like the shark's
awesome
jumping through
builds
the
we'll
ring.
be doing soon after.
Clever.
And the expansion certainly adds plenty for us park builders. We get vehicle reskins and scientist reskins to match the designs seen in Jurassic World Rebirth. There's a whole new facility building set with lots of grungy grey concrete and grass roofs, and Mayan temples and building pieces as well.
She doesn't have a section that's just about the new stuff. So, some of the things that I caught from watching her video with the inside stuff is the Mutodons cannot exist in aviaries. Regular aviaries, they'll bust out. They have to have this new aviary. The Destoris Rex cannot be tranquilized. It has to be moved using the flare method. So that would mean I'm never. Another reason why I would never want to put the Destoris Rex in my park. Because that would mean that I have no choice but to. If it breaks out, I have to do this mechanic.
Around and, you know, it looks like the D-Rex. And again, I will be doing a full showcase, so the mutants, unsurprisingly, work the same way in-game as the hybrids do. It can walk and hunt on the ground, but it can also fly, and it uses flightful species, and it can't cohabit breeding. Like it's with Citizen Mutodon, it does not want to cohabitate with any other species in the game, and it results in new behaviors. Unfortunately, during the creator showcase, they only hovered over gives the mutant.
So apparently, okay, so the new aviaries will look like this. They'll have this blue line that kind of indicates that they're got the invisible wall kind of thing. So that could be cool. So there's definitely some cool new features with the update. And there'll be some campaign missions, so that'd be always kind of some interesting, fun stuff there to do there too. I just absolutely hate these two mutant things. Outside of the campaign where we're forced to use them, I don't see myself ever really wanting to use them for much of anything. To be fair. I mean, yeah, do that. The distorters. I mean, I guess you could turn it off in Sandbox. Obviously, breakouts and stuff like that. But the distorters Rex can't be tranquilized, so using it's a pain in the ass because it breaks out. You gotta do the whole that. You know that's gonna be part of the campaign. There's gonna be a set thing in the campaign where the distorters Rex breaks out, and you have to something in the game is gonna force you to have to use that flare mechanic to move it somewhere. That'd be part of the mission, hands down. From what I heard, there's like special things about the one stuff with the T-Rex around the river. So that's where I guess the swimming T-Rex is going to come into play. I guess the other thing I mentioned, so obviously we mentioned the 4 new dinos, the Titanosaurus, the 2 mutants, and the Alkalops. There are new variants of the Spinosaurus, the T-Rex, the Mosasaurus. Is that it? There's a new skin for the raptors for the blink and you miss it scene with the raptors in it because they get totally dogged on in this movie. And I think that's pretty much it because I don't think there's really much else being in the game. Spinosaurus, Quetzal, Mosasaurus, T-Rex have. I think I messed one of those up before. So 4 variants and 1 skin, I think. so. I don't think there's nothing else that gets a skin. So that's the cool part, and then you'll get some new stuff like the open air aviary, some building pieces. And yeah.
Like I said, the expansion isn't just a treasure trove for park builders. It also gives the park managers something extra to sink their teeth into. 2 extra things. The first is an additional collection of 8 dinosaur traits called experimental traits.
Oh, yeah,
it's an expansion of the gene modification. These new traits can be applied to any species in the game, and it results in new behaviors. Unfortunately, during the creator showcase, they only hovered over 7 out of the 8 traits, so there's one missing. But these are the 7 trait names.
Alright, so Emiko, hardy, bioresistance, prolific, poisonous, venomous, domesticated. Hardy should mean it's just going to be a sturdy, I would assume is more resistant animal to stuff like this, maybe diseases and stuff. Or that's also going to be bioresistance. Prolific should be something about babies. Poisonous should mean, I guess, if something eats it, it gets poisoned. Venomous means it should have a venomous attack. Domesticated means, I guess, you can make them friendly to people. Amicable should be get along with things, so I guess it makes it where you can. It's probably where you can make. Don't we already have some stuff like that where you can make a dinosaur like get along, be more open to having animals with it? I thought we already had one like that. I also would think hardy and bioresistance would have similar ones already in game too. Stuff that makes it like steadier to needs and viruses and that kind of stuff. Poisonous and venomous sound interesting. Domesticated could be interesting. You could like make it more friendly to have people around the dinosaurs, so that's could be interesting. What the 8th one is mystery. And I think that's like covering the basics.
To reveal which new species are included in 2 different
this is how the geothermal works. Distributor, supply building, fixed location, splitter. So you'd have that. You send the power to a splitter. That would then send it to the distribution things, which would give out the power, I guess.
Geothermal distributors, then each pipe.
So this sends out a certain amount of power. The splitter, how many times you split it, depends on how much power goes through each one. All right. So interesting, that works. I guess this is where she's going through the dinos, right? And the skins and blah, blah, blah. So, so it's $25. I was freely mentioned. So I did see that. So it's $25. That's an up there DLC there. I mean, I guess it's not too bad. I mean, I hope expected maybe like 20, but inflation. So worth buying for the features. And 2 dinos and some skins. Maybe. Because I hate the distortion, right? I hate the Mutodon, so I'm not much I will do with them things, but play with them once and see how they go. But so that's the DLC for that. So another surprise reveal there that we weren't expecting. So I think we're now officially done with the summer Game Fest season. Because I don't care about the Nintendo Direct. That's not something that interests me. Wait, where's this?
Everything else, so I highly recommend you check out that video to know everything there is to know about the DLC. The website gives us the one and only image of the new geothermal power.
Where is she finding these images? I'm on the website and I don't see these somewhat images. Oh, that's the game, Dinosaurs Workshop. Oh, there's a traffic light. Oh, so there's actually, you can actually see the workshop stuff on there. Oh, maybe it's this. Maybe there's an article. I think this just takes us back to this. Why can I not like the cookies? Oh, I just think I have an issue with cookies. All right, well, like we saw the little description of how the geothermal works, and well, we got a basic idea. So open air areas, just gonna have no top on it. That you build higher. Guess that you could build customary stuff around it too. I guess you could now build your own aviary. You won't kind of break it out. But yeah, Explorer Badlands Deluxe Upgrade. That was the DLC. That was the deluxe stuff, wasn't it? DLC exclusive dinos. So they already got them all on here. All right, we not my yeah. I think that covers pretty much everything. I probably lean towards I'd probably pick it up, but hopefully this leads us now to new DLCs where we can now get other stuff moving forward. Yeah, obviously I don't see them doing much for campaign stuff unless they find a way to tie something else in. So it'll be back to animal packs with themes and pieces. So when we get actual, things with real existing prehistoric animals. I'm gonna say that because there's always hope. Maybe we get the Cenozoics, the mammals, maybe. But till then, Choro out.